Coming up on this episode of the Black Raven Chronicles, the team travels to New York State to investigate the infamous Hinsdale house.
Clara found a letter opener, one of the family pictures on the wall.
This location has become known as one of the most notoriously violent haunted locations in the country.
Everything within the house was the cross between a baby crying, a cat howling, and a banshee.
Will the group capture evidence of the dark forces that are claimed to still reside in the Hinsdale house?
What was that?
What did the creature come here for?
Find out tonight on this episode of the Black Raven Chronicles.
Lena? I'm here? How old are you, Lena?
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Huh? Okay.
And I think that's what was retaliated.
I just saw something go across the screen.
Our investigation tonight takes us into the enchanted mountains of western New York to the town of Hinsdale. Known by many as the Hinsdale house, this small and unsuspecting home has been a hotbed of paranormal activity for well over half a century. It is considered by many to be the most haunted home in America. The Hinsdale house first gained notoriety when a book, Echoes of a Haunted, was published in the year 2000, written by former tenant Clara Miller Dandy.
The Dandy family was the beginning, and I told Clara, I always felt that Laura was the catalyst of what was going on, and I loved that little girl. She was just a sweetheart. She was so connected with the house when she was here. She was like my barometer. If I looked at her and she didn't smile, I knew something was up.
The Dandy family, which included 4 children, lived in a farmhouse in the early 1970s and claimed they experienced paranormal activity in the home that grew worse as time went on.
They bought this, and it wasn't long after that that weird things would happen.
Paul Kenyon was a lifelong family friend to the Dandy family. He was there to witness many of the noted paranormal hauntings that plagued the house. In his book, You Know They're Here, Paul described his account of the Dandy family's encounters, as well as his own paranormal experiences at the Hinsdale house.
Clara found a letter opener, one of the family pictures on the wall, and she for a moment, and she's told this, that she thought maybe she was doing it and didn't realize it. The first, I do believe, entity they saw was a boy walking through this field. Mike, Laura, and Mary saw a boy walk down here. Mike ran to these windows. He was watching from his bedroom window, which is that bedroom on the side. He called the girls, Mary and Laura were here, and they watched them cross the yard toward the pond and then just gone, like he fell into a hole, is what Mike said.
The haunting got so bad that they sought a priest to perform a structural exorcism that proved unsuccessful.
Father Al answered to the Vatican. They looked to him for a lot of answers. He used the word exorcism, although it was a house cleansing. That's what he was trying to do, was rid the house of the spirits. During that cleansing, everything within the house was like and I was sitting right there in the doorway of the kitchen, was the cross between a baby crying, a cat not howling, but meowing, and a banshee. That's what he was trying to do, was rid the house of the spirits.
After living there for just a short time, it was the Dandy family that was ultimately driven out. For us to get a better sense of the paranormal energy still present at the Hinsdale house, we had Dawn Rogers, a psychic medium and co-director of Black Raven Paranormal, perform a walkthrough of the location.
When we pulled into the driveway, I could hear that screech, that banshee type yell. I could hear it, but it was extremely loud. But it was also the visual of a wretched woman's face, like right here. She had really scraggly red hair and a bigger woman. She wasn't skinny. She had a more round face, big chested, just right there. And I do feel like that she was a witch, and that she has something to do with the actual property. And I feel like whatever it was, she did something that has instigated her being here. It's a karmic effect. But I do feel like that she's not the negative energy that they refer to when they're discussing this house. So the energy that I pick up as far as the negativity, it feels a lot like a tulpa, but I don't believe that it is. I don't actually think that this is a I don't think so. I think this has something to do with maybe something she brought through, the witch, because it is extremely negative, the vibration, and it is extremely high.
Is it hostile?
Yeah. Yes, it could be. I think that physical manifestation from it is completely possible. I think he sets people up. I think he pounces. Like once you come in, he comes at you from this corner.
So run the camera in there
facing. He's gonna wait until you're in here, so that he can get between you and the door.
After providing insight into the potential energies present within the living quarters of the house, Dawn and I decided to venture down into the basement. As we descended the basement stairs, we captured 2 EVPs.
Yeah, I can feel like there's residual stuff, but nothing, Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah, I can feel like there's residual stuff, but nothing, Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah, I can feel like there's residual stuff, but nothing, Oh my God. Like, I'm being called outside.
Mm-hmm.
And called away from here, which is interesting. But I don't actually get anybody.
We got Mike here, Dawn, our medium, Michael Hoover, myself, Travis, Becky. What we're going to do is we're going to have 2 teams, pretty much like I explained. Us 3 are going to we're going to start outside. I'm going to put you 4 inside. You'll want to coordinate how you work. There might be some problems with contamination, so you want to communicate back and forth. If you do an EVP, if you hear someone, let the other group know. You can just let them know in a nice way. Same thing if you hear us out here, let us know. EMF, particularly upstairs, get some baseline readings, and then set your meters out and about and check for spikes and stuff like that. Okay? There are several angles of which you all can do for trigger objects. One is focusing heavily on Mary's room up there, from the window across the room, or from the hall, the other room looking into the room. You can focus on those areas. Travis, I'd like for you to get some thermal footage.
Yeah,
You can do kind of a little walkthrough, but I'd really kind of like to set that somewhere and just kind of let it do its thing.
yeah.
If you could put that motion detector focused on that corner,
Like the
when you
with the
walk-
rocking chair
when you walk into the living room
to the left.
to the left, if you could put it looking in that corner,
Okay.
there's movement there. But as far as the thermal is concerned, that middle section where they actually did the prayers for the exorcism, that's that. And Mary's room is probably the 2 places where you might actually get a physical anomaly.
Get some temperatures, some baseline temperatures, and then check around. That would be interesting with it being so hot, as if you have any sudden temperature drops. We can keep it as quiet as possible. That's what we want. Okay? All right, everybody ready? Hands in.
Great.
Whoa, Bundy.
Funny.
While Becky, Travis, and Kat ventured inside the house to set up, Michael, Dawn, and I went out into the woods located behind the house to look around. It is rumored that this land was once used by local Indian tribes, and a property close to the Hinsdale farm was the site of a murder when David Simpson shot and killed his brother Danny with a shotgun at close range in the late 1990s.
You see it?
Yeah. I thought I just heard a man's voice.
Well, see, I thought
Over here.
I heard a man or a voice under a dog.
I thought I did.
Anything at the pond that you know of?
Isn't that where the I thought there was a girl scene around the pond.
Yeah,
He did mention that.
he was talking about the girl outside the back half of the house. And then the girl that I picked up on over there.
For some reason, I'm thinking there was if I read it somewhere or something.
He said something about the woman that dances by the pond, which is the woman I picked up on. And that was the only part that he said was
So you did pick up on
was
we-
written. That's the witch.
Well, something's
the
buried out
That's
here.
the one with the
Is she moving about in a wide space area?
yes, yes,
Not up in here, is she?
no.
It's
Yeah,
something.
She's down that way.
When Dawn first arrived, she was met by a very strong presence of a middle-aged woman who seemed focused near the pond. She described this woman as having scraggly hair, wearing a dirty dress, and extremely overbearing.
It kind of feels like what she did to me when I pulled in was more of a deterrent than now that I'm here already.
While at the pond, Dawn got the impression that a strong male energy was watching us from the house. Inside, Becky, Travis, and Kat were performing a spirit box session in the living room.
Can you do that again, please? What was that?
Can you say that again?
What was that?
Can you say that again?
Can't tell if it was coming like from upstairs, coming down like, you know.
Like it could have come like something coming down the steps, or
Yeah, I couldn't really tell.
I didn't
it
think it
helped.
was directly above us. We'll have to make sure nobody was outside running from a skunk or something.
With noises coming from the empty upstairs bedroom after their spirit box session, Becky, Travis, and Kat go up to check it out.
Can you walk up the stairs or make something move?
What was that? Alright.
Where was it? Or where'd you?
It sounded like it was in there with y'all.
While attempting to capture EVPs and get a reaction from the spirits claimed to inhabit the upstairs, Travis gets a direct response to his request to make noise on the stairs. A knock sound coupled with a light anomaly directly at the top of the stairs is captured on film. Look again at what we captured.
What was that? What was that?
Orbs, or light anomalies, are balls of light that are often captured in video and photographs, generally at haunted locations. It is believed that true light anomalies are the energy or the spirit of a deceased individual. Some of the characteristics we look for in a light anomaly are: is it self-illuminating, 3D in appearance, and does it demonstrate some intelligent or interactive movement? Does the anomaly coincide with other paranormal activity, data, or events? In the living room, we begin with an EVP session to contact not only the woman Dawn picked up during her walkthrough, but also the negative energy claimed to still be present in the home.
Did anybody say something just now?
I said, what was that?
No, I got an EVP right away.
Nuh-uh.
It sounded like help me. No
Did you have your recorder on?
yeah.
Right, that's the next step.
Michael captures a Class A EVP of a woman saying, "Help me." EVP, or electronic voice phenomenon, is the process of taking an electronic device that has audio recording capabilities and captured voices and sounds that would not normally be heard by the naked ear. We believe those to be voices of the deceased. EVPs are categorized by clarity and distinction, with interpretation, Class A being the best of the best. Next, we conduct a spirit box session in which we receive direct responses that seem to relate to the failed supposed exorcism performed by Father Alfonso Trabolin in 1975.
Do you need help?
The spirit box, referred by some as a telephone to the dead, has one advantage over regular EVP recording.
Is there some way we can help you?
The use of a quality speaker connected directly into the box provides an opportunity to hear direct responses, oftentimes very loud and very clear.
This is a wonderful opportunity for you to speak and to be heard. We very much like to hear what you have to say.
There are several techniques and methods Black Raven Paranormal uses when conducting an EVP or spirit box session.
Hello?
Question and answer sessions are the most popular within the group.
Who's here with us right now? Can you tell us your name?
Using question and answer techniques, we frame our questions and comments around anything or anyone that might be familiar to the deceased or related to the location in some way. Historical research can and often does go a long way.
Would you like to know our names? Could you say our names? Can you say Dawn? Can you say Dawn?
Do you know why we're here?
Oftentimes, though, we will present misinformation as a trigger statement in hopes to entice a reaction or correction to that statement.
Can you say Marty?
This method would prove to be successful during our spirit box session in the living room. Dawn inserts such a question in regards to the exorcism of the house, mentioning the word preacher.
Do you remember the preacher who came here? Did you hear it? What did the preacher come here for?
It was indeed a Catholic priest that performed the exorcism of the home.
Pick up on anything?
Yeah. Who's upstairs?
voice?
That's the voice. It's bassy, but it's got like a screech to it.
Who are you?
Were you watching us earlier?
I'm wondering. So far, the perception that I've gotten is like it kind of tries to sneak up on you.
When you're unsuspected?
Right. And that's kind of hard for it to do with me sitting on the bed upstairs.
Was that you, Dawn?
Nope.
They would click.
Yeah. To the right of me.
Yeah, I heard it.
I'm still sitting in the same position.
Was that you, Dawn? Was that you, Dawn?
So tell me about the preacher. Or the priest.
That's you, Don?
Nope,
What is it?
I'm not moving. Moved my head and that was it.
My stomach's
Something
going.
flipped my shoe.
Something flicked your shoe?
Yeah, like touched my shoe. It's kind of like if something would have flicked your shoe with your fingernail, kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it felt like.
While upstairs, we captured numerous bangs and odd noises, as well as Michael Hoover having his foot flicked while lying on the bed in Mary's room. That interaction was loud enough that the noise was actually captured on Michael's audio recorder.
Something just flicked my shoe.
Something flicked your shoe?
Yeah, it like touched my shoe. Something just flicked my shoe.
Any more movement in there? Huh.
So like at one time. It's like it was tested.
Right.
While we did not obtain violent evidence of the dark forces that inhabit the location, we certainly did capture enough evidence, along with personal experiences, to suggest a very unsettled past at the Hinsdale house.
Yeah, I can feel like there's residual stuff, but nothing, Oh my god.
What was that?
say Dawn.
What did the preacher come here for? Who's upstairs? That's the voice.
Was that you, Dawn?
Nope. That's not
Something just flicked my shoe.
Something flicked your shoe?
Yeah, it like touched my shoe.
It was an investigation we shall not forget anytime soon.